Okay, then let us revise few of the very important things today. Let us try to study about something very important. Let's start revising from the chemical equation. So when we look here at the chemical equation, we would come to know that in a chemical equation, we have either first on the left side, we have reactants, then we have an arrow, then we have products. This arrow represents the direction of the reaction. And these reactants, they are present at the left hand side of the arrow, and these products are present at the right hand side of the arrow. So we have LHS, we have RHS, and we have arrow. And on the base of that, we can understand the chemical equation. The left hand side, we have reactants, and the right hand side of arrow, we have products. Now, if you compare this with the mathematical equation x plus y is equal to, let's say, 12. So let's say x plus y is equal to 12. My goodness. X plus y is equal to 12. So my dear students, if we x plus y is equal to 12, then your x plus y is LHS. This is your LHS. This is your RHS. This is very similar to arrow. So this is the mathematical equation in which you have a right hand side. Chemical equation also has a right hand side. Mathematical equation has also left hand side. Chemical equation also has left hand side. And instead of E is equal to sign, we have an arrow here. And that is why we call it chemical equation. So this is how, my dear students, we study about the equation, and that is why we call it as a chemical equation. So we have chemical equation. Now let's move forward and understand it into some detailed manners. So now we should study about the next one. The next one is, what is a chemical equation? A chemical equation that has reactants, arrow, and products. These are the three things that are involved into the chemical equation. Now, we need to know about the changes. So we have seen that there are two types of changes. One is physical change, another is chemical change. My dear students, can any of you answer my question that what is the difference between physical change and chemical change? Okay. So physical change is reversible and no new product is formed. A chemical change is irreversible or not reversible, or let's say not reversible. And we can say that new substance is formed. Now, if we really understand once again, then we find that if we burn carbon, we get carbon dioxide. This is what it is known as the statement. Now, from this, we use the symbols. So, for carbon, we write C. For air, in which we have oxygen, we write O2. And for carbon dioxide, we write CO2. So this is how we use this symbol, and then we write the chemical equation that C plus O2, it gives CO2. So this is our chemical equation. This is what it is known as the statement. This is what it is known as the chemical equation. This is chemical equation. Now in the ninth standard, my dear students, we have studied about something which is known as the law of conservation of mass. So we have law of conservation of mass. It says that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reactions. It says that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. That means in both reactants and products, mass must remains constant. So if we want this mass has to be remain constant, what should we do? To do it so, we will have to have, or we must have, equal number of atoms both the side of arrow. So suppose hydrogen reacts with oxygen and produce water. See, the statement is hydrogen reacts with oxygen to produce water. So you can see this. This is what it is known as the skeletal equation. This skeletal equation that we have may be balanced or not balanced. Let us try to understand this. This is what it is your left hand side LHS. This is what it is your RHS right hand side. Both have hydrogen and oxygen atoms present into them. Let us find out the number of atoms present in each case. So let's look at this. How many hydrogen atoms are present this side? We can see that there are 2 hydrogen atoms. How many oxygen atoms? 2. When you look at this side, we have 2 hydrogen atoms, but only 1 oxygen atom. So we can say that from this idea, we can easily understand that the equation is not balanced. Equation is not balanced. Now in such condition where we have the equation not balanced, what should we do? So for that we need to just first need to write the skeletal equation. So we'll write H2 plus O2 gives H2O, we'll write LO, and then we will put a box around each of the reactants and products. So we should put box around them, all of them we should put box. Now we need to find out which one is having maximum. So H, if we look at, and O, if we look into the both the side, here we have H 2 atoms, oxygen 2 atom. Here we have hydrogen 2 atom, oxygen 1 atom. So it is that hydrogen which is balanced both the side, but oxygen is not balanced. To balance it, for this we need to multiply with 2 so that we can get the answer. You can see here, when we look both the side, we find that oxygen is less to right hand side, and to make it equal oxygen number, we need to multiply the right hand side number box with 2. So please understand that we need to multiply this box with 2. So now we will write it once again, H2 plus O2. That gives a box in which we have H2O that is multiplied with 2. Let us put box around both these two as usual. So this is what it happens. Now when it goes in this direction, let us understand it that hydrogen here have become now 4, 2 2s are 4, and oxygen here has become 2. Whereas here if you look at hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 2. So again we have hydrogen that has to be changed, and you can see here that on the left hand side, if we multiply this hydrogen with 2, we will get both the hydrogen equal both the side. So now we need to write the new equation where we will have the various boxes. Here we have hydrogen. In the another box, we have oxygen, and then we have water, and then we need to multiply. This is what we have already multiplied it with 2, and here we need to multiply this hydrogen with 2. So let us write it this way. Now let us check it out. Hydrogen is 4, oxygen is 2. Here hydrogen is equal to 4 and oxygen is equal to 2. So now both the hydrogens and oxygens are same, and this is what it is, our balanced equation. So we can say atoms are balanced both the side. So we shall remove these boxes and then we can write it 2H2 plus O2, that gives 2H2O, and this is how we get the balanced chemical equation. So this is how, my dear students, we understand about how to write the balanced chemical equation. So now if you want to ask any other question, you can ask or you can move to the next class. बच्चों कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ लीजिए, वरना अगली क्लास के लिए आप लोग जा सकते हैं। कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे बच्चों? बच्चों क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं? हेलो,
सर।
ओके ओके, तो अगर कुछ पूछना है तो पूछिए, वरना जाइए अगली क्लास के लिए। और क्या?